quenching my inner rage when it takes center stage way before they pour it on my grave.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the San Francisco 49ers. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman, and he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Now the former Sooner, this is Rodney Anderson. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Here we go.
2nd and 11 now. Coleman. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
56, Mike, 56, right there.
On 1st down, Locke. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down.
Denver.
Here we go. 90, 20.
the shotgun with Gurley. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 10 more there and another first down. That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there. They have to keep moving downfield with first downs on each play.
Gurley again here on first down. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And this is third down.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down. They're running with Gurley. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now to the air, Locke. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
56 to Mike, boy. 56. Shot 56.
Locke will try again on second down. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Noah Fant, his second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Garoppolo, quick throw out to Ayuk. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. A gain of 6 there on first.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. This is Coleman. He's got daylight. And he's taken down, but not before he gets to the Broncos' 11. A big play there for the Niners. Give him 58 yards on the ground. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now a quick throw as they get it to Ayuk outside. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Brandon Ayuk. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Niners, if they can convert the extra point, they'll grab the lead.
Good.
Gold with the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6.
San Francisco.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
25-yard line. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Early on the carry.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Locke under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack. So 3rd and long now for Locke and the Broncos following the sack. Shotgun snap to Locke. And he fends him off. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they're getting blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
At the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Pass complete into Stephen Carlson. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 18 yards, 1st down Niners. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Let him know.
Here's Coleman. And he'll be down close to the 1st down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 13-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Wilson. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
So Garoppolo off. Coming on is the veteran Robbie Gould for the 49er field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through.
Makes the score.
And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
For 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Goes 1st down.
Again, it's Locke. That is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Locke. This is the tight end Fant. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. The last catch nearly got him a 1st, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And he will have a Broncos first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
First down, Broncos.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And here's a quick throw to Hamler on the edge. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
13, 49ers 10.
Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum down.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. You know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Coleman now. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
On 3rd down, it's Coleman. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Bit of a surprise they ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. And a solid run down inside the 30.
Ball carrier.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. On the ground, it's a handoff to Coleman. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Coleman. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. On 1st down, Coleman. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line.
Anderson, the ball carrier.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's Garoppolo tossing quickly out wide. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down.
Intended for Deebo Samuel.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Gold is good. And that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. So they're able to make things level just before half and also leave very, very little time on the clock.
And I love the way that you phrased that. Put a little soccer into it, and that's really apropos considering they just kicked a field goal to tie things up.
All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Lock now on first down. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Down he goes. The 49ers get there.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Here's a quick throw left side to start things out. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
That's going to be caught. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A really nice gain of 25 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it?
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. It's Coleman here. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Tevin Coleman with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the 49ers have moved out in front. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Niners 20, Broncos 13.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. They fake the handoff. Now Locke. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And look at this. It's a fake. And this is caught. And the fake will work. He's going to have a first down.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
Let's go now, let's go now, let's go now. 60 Pittsburgh. Top row.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Early on the carry.
Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
A gain of 16 yards. And a Broncos first down.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Gurley. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 more on that one, and another first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
They run. It's Gurley. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
The ball carrier.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
On the carry.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
On 1st and goal, Gurley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
On the play leads to 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, here's the option. A quick throw outside by Locke. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Courtland Sutton, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd quarter.
That ties the game at 20-all. Sam Martin set to kick off.
Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing because to be ahead of the defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
Back now here in Santa Clara. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Coleman. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 37-yard line.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Like 20, 21. Here we go.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll run it. Here's Anderson. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
49-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 49-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. It's Coleman. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
His own 49.
Here we go, here we go.
2nd and 12. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
11.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo completes it to Samuel. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Hey, did you have one of those backyards that you had one of those like mats or pits like you have for high jumpers? And you know, you had your friends throw the ball and you tried to make the spectacular catches?
I didn't need a mat.
you just did it with the ground?
Absolutely.
That explains your
concrete.
Toughness. That explains your toughness right there because I think that guy was raised just like you. What a catch.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Taken down right now.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Gain on the play.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They will run again with Coleman. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 7-yard line.
Here we go. Like 80. Hey, go. 21. Here we go.
Here's Golden. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Brought down.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
It's 3rd down and 6.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game.
65.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Escaping the pressure. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And, yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't
would do
even
for
know why
them?
they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead.
20.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone.
The Broncos take
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
their own 25-yard line.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. Rock with a quick throw out to Judy. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
It's a gain of 7.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
Denver.
So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. A quick throw caught out wide by Judy. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 39-yard line.
To throw is Locke. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
And the Broncos 1st down.
Back to throw. Locke. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 30. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's get off the field. 31 to mark. Come on. 31 to mark. Go.
left to throw. Open man, he completes it to Judy.
Blocked pass.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so.
It's second and inches at the Niners' 20-yard line.
Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. Good move by Gurley. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout
A pickup of 2.
as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
And now they're going to go for 2 and a possible win as this crowd rises to make things difficult. They'll try and run it in. And he will get into the end zone again, and he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Garoppolo. Flushed out right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're up by 1. They have the football. The key here, just don't do anything silly, right, Charles?
That's exactly right. You know, all the admonitions as they ran out there. Take care of the ball. Secure everything. Be tight in everything that you do. No let up. No crazy plays. And they can go home with a victory.
Let's see here if they can do all those things and hang on to this victory. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Denver, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.